Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Video ini i-demonstrate ko kanyo biyariin mag-analyze sin data amon pagtakon ta demographic profile data amon kyawa ta respondents assuming in question sin research ta ato hambok ka mga research questions ato pagtakon nila SOP amon what is the demographic profile of the respondents in terms of gender and age, and we also assume na on kita artificial data. Let's say we have 10 respondents and then yari in mga corresponding gender sin ang po respondents ni damik yan yari din in mga corresponding age nila. So as we can see on the PowerPoint presentation, yung pinaka youngest is 19 years old, and that is respondent number 1, and the oldest is 25 years old na amuna in respondent number 10. However, video ini mag-concentrate lang kita genders in mga respondents ini. So biyarin tayo ni analyze using a software amon pagtakon ta SPSS atau statistical package for social sciences. So inaunta mo na mag-open kita SPSS. So assuming naka-open na kita sin SPSS, take note bang on data hi-enter ta pa SPSS bago data ato ang pakita magloon sin data. We always start with the variable view. No, this one. Okay, and then in the variable view, we go first to the first row amon ini, and then enter ta rin di in gender because that is our first variable. And after this one, we go to decimals. And in her decimals, pindahan tayo ni sa pa 0. Actually, misan sa 2 para sa problema. But personally, I usually change the decimal from 2 to 0. And then her label, ibutang ta rin di let's say we have gender of the respondents. So this is for the label of our variable. Okay, after this one, we proceed to the values column. And then in the values column, pag click tayo ni, we will click also the blue icon amon ini, and then pag click ta sa blue icon, as you can see on mag-appear a certain dialog box, and then on nakabutang di value, on din label, and then a value column mag-usa kita code or number that will represent the category of the gender or the categories of the gender. So in our definition, makita man gender amo na in male and female. So therefore ang kita dua categories. So we will use number 1 to denote the first category muna in male. So that will be our label. So again 1 and then male, and click then add. So next number is 2, and then the next category is female. Oh yan. And then we also click add this one. So after this one, we click OK, and then after clicking OK, we proceed to the measure. And then in the measure, if you can recall your knowledge on the types of variables or in the 4 scales of measurement, gender is actually classified as a nominal. So nominal variable in gender. Okay, after we set up yung sa variable views, yung mga specific columns or important columns in this variable view, we now go to data view, and in the data view, we will now put the gender of the respondents. So again, we only have 10 respondents, and let us see again in the PowerPoint that number 1 respondent is male. Actually, it's number 1 to 6, they are all males, and 7 to 10, they are all females. Okay, going back to our data view, if you can recall that for male, we use number 1. So instead of encoding yung word na male, inibutang tanad dyan di is number 1. Ayan. So that's number 1, meaning sa number 1 male. Number 2 is also male, as I said a while ago na in number 1 to 6 male katan. So tang 1, okay, 1 until number 6, these are all number 1. The remaining 4, yung 7 to 10, ibutang ta number 2, which means female. Ayan. Okay, 2, and then that ends because we only have 10 respondents. So assuming bangaon mga more than 10 respondents, so let's say mga 100, so just continue the coding, let's say 1 or 2, and then after we have supplied all the data in the data view, we will now proceed to the so-called analysis of data. In SPSS, we click this icon, yung analyze, and then after the word analyze, we go to descriptive. Take note, these are the steps for analyzing data for demographic profile using frequencies and percentage. So after descriptive statistics, i-click then frequencies. Pag-click ta, mag-appear na sa binambok dialog box, and then i-transfer ta yung gender of the respondents to the right box. And then we click OK after this one. So as you can see now, on mag-appear two tables. By the way, we sometimes call this one as the output view. Amon kikita tabiaon. So in kanya to, that's the data set containing the variable in data view, and this one is the output view. So in the output view, we can see yung first table, valid 10 in taod niya, tapos missing 0. Bang so pa in missing yung 0, meaning wayroon data na mista mo nag-enter kita, meaning we supplied all the data. So the second table is the gender of the respondents. So kita rin din na in taod sin male 6, in taod sin female 4, and in total niya is 10, and we have 60% male, 40% female. So amo na ni in table, kawaunta bang kita maging na sin chapter 4 amon pagtakon ta the presentation of the findings. So this one. So for now, mag-end kita ha video ini. Hopefully in our next video we can explain more in detail, and hopefully we can tackle some demographic variables that can be analyzed using frequency and percentage. And hopefully also in the future we will be able to discuss other descriptive statistics like yung mean, median, and mode, standard deviation, and maybe inferential statistics also that will include yung mga t-test, ANOVA, correlation, regression, chi-square, and mga non-parametric tests, and etc. So magsukol ha pagdungog sin video. Wassalam.